around. I need to do this. Here, let me do this. There we go. All right, we're supposed to be live right now. I am just doing a kind of a test drive down the strip, trying to see where some dead spots are. I have not driven down the strip in the morning in a very long time. Kind of miss it, you know. I mean, as much as I bitch about the strip, it's just a nice thing to see. It just, you know, especially in the morning when you don't have all of the traffic, you don't have all of the craziness that's on the strip. You can actually kick back and just really enjoy the beauty of it. Passing Maverick helicopters here. These guys do an awesome job. If you ever want to do a helicopter ride, I've got the links on my website. Absolutely great bunch of guys over there and girls. But yeah, of course, off to the left over here is the beautiful, the famous, the fabulous Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Yay! Best time to get your photos early in the morning. There's nobody there. Ooh, nice boobs. The Harley Davidson dealership. Now, here's the other thing that we've got going here, folks. Off to my right over here is the future home to Pinball Hall of Fame. Right to the left, or sorry, right to the right there. You can't see it here because we just drove by it. My camera is not properly angled. All right. There we go. To my left would be Mandalay Bay. Up on top is the Four Seasons, the only 5-star resort on the strip that does not have its own casino. Yeah. I guess I can't say that anymore because Mandarin Oriental, which is now the Waldorf, they don't have a casino either. Okay, well, I've got to change that now. Vegas is coming back, you know. Here it is. What is it? Wednesday, and yeah, the last day in March. I'm kind of having a nice day here. It's just nice to not have, you know. Okay, so yes, I'm kind of going back and forth here. I missed having the crowds. Now that we have the crowds here, now I'm bitching because we have the crowds here. I realize that, but it's just how we live here in Vegas. We'd love to have all of the people. It just means we also have to have all of that traffic, which at this point is a lot of drive-in traffic from California and Arizona, especially during the week. Could really use that international traffic. It's just that just we really need that international market back to bring us back into a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week town. And we don't have that yet. You know, a lot of the businesses changed their hours so that they were no longer open 24/7 because they didn't have the crowds. We didn't have the people that had all of the different time zones built into them. You know, I mean, people come here from all walks of life, all nations, and normally, you know, they're on a different time zone. Their body, when they arrive here, is still on the time zone that they left. That was one of the advantages of having this town as a 24-hour town. Didn't matter what your body clock said. There was something open for you to come here, do, buy, sell, trade, gamble, whatever, because we were open when you were awake and alive and wanting to do something. The Tropicana, the oldest continuously operated resort on the Vegas Strip, that was built back in the 1950s. Definitely was mob owned. Coming up here is one of the busiest corners in the world for traffic. On this corner, you have 4 of the most popular resorts. On this corner, there are 12,000 hotel rooms between the MGM, New York, Excalibur, and Tropicana. MGM is the world's largest hotel in one structure, over 5,000 rooms in one big building. And yes, it did absorb the marina. So the original hotel that stood on that corner was not imploded. They just built into it. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. They just absorbed it into the construction. World of M&M's up here on the right. I don't know what's going on in there. I was down here last night and there was a long line of people outside of the M&M store, and it's been that way from what I've been told for like the last week or so. Talking with a security guard there, and I was joking with her that, you know, I think they've added meth to the chocolate or something, got all of these people hooked, and they got to stand in line for it all. Planet Hollywood, originally the Aladdin Hotel. On my left-hand side is Aria City Center, the Cosmopolitan. Oops, sorry, yellow light. Here in Vegas, the stoplights are, you have green, which means go, you got yellow, which means really go really fast, and then red means dead stop, buddy. I have a beautiful day out. It's just, you know, this is what I like. This is when I really love Vegas weather. It's like right now, it's, you know, it's 60 degrees out. It's probably going to go up to about 80. Not too hot, still dry. Not so ungodly hot you can't go outside anymore. Of course, that's not going to last very long. The Flamingo, Bugsy Siegel's old place. Left-hand side, you can't see it though, is Caesar's Palace. I'm sorry about that. Caesar's Palace. Yeah, right. Okay, Mark, come on. Margaritaville, the Link. Love all that. Got the early morning joggers, the exercise people, those that are trying to wake up. Yes, I'm going down the strip pretty fast because we don't have any traffic. Harrah's Piano Bar, home of Big Elvis. Big Elvis is finally getting back on kind of a regular schedule. Hopefully they'll bring him back to his old schedule. If you have not heard Big Elvis, you are missing out on something fantastic. He does have the Elvis voice. And Elvis, towards the end of his life, was not skinny. Let's just put it that way. All right. The Palazzo, the Venetian. Then we have Treasure Island. This is where I start my walking tours. Up here, and then we go into the Wynn. We see the gardens in the Wynn. If security is letting us, we will go in and see the koi fish pond. Yeah, Treasure Island. I miss the original pirate show. I really enjoyed the original pirate show. That thing towards the end, the sirens of T.I., that sucked. Kind of in the background there, you're seeing Resorts World. That's going to open up later this summer. Yeah. Normally on my walking tours, then we go through the plaza, go through the St. Mark's Square there, the shopping area, see the gondolas, go outside, walk down the strip, going to the Caesar's Palace or into the Forum Shops, the Bellagio, the Link. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Fashion Show Mall on the left. Yes, we actually have a real mall here, because the shopping area in most of the resorts here are really expensive, high end. All right, we are the county is in a rebuilding of the Las Vegas Boulevard project. This is going to be a five-year project, and they're doing it in sections here. We're going through the first section right now, so narrow it down, get really rough here. And then to the left is Resorts World. To the right, Encore, right on the corner here, right where the lights are, that's the Encore Beach Club. That's like the hottest beach club on town. Begged them, gagged them. Coming into view now is, of course, the big blue silo, the Drew, or whatever the current owner's going to call it. It was just recently sold. The guy who was going to remodel it and open it as the Drew, he went broke. New owners took it over, which actually the new owners involve the original owners. See how that works out. I just call it the Big Blue Silo because that's what it is. They, first time that it went bankrupt, Carl Icahn bought it. He bought it for, I don't know, $800 million or something like that. I forgot, some ridiculously low amount. A Chinese company offered him 3 times what he paid for it, just for scrap metal. They wanted to literally tear it down and take the metal, and he apparently turned them down, which I'm bummed about because it'd be nice to see that thing gone. To the right over there, you see the towers over there. That's high-end. What is it? That's Fontainebleau. That's all high-end $1 million condos. Some of those people would really love to see that Big Blue Silo go away so they can have their view of the strip back that they paid for. Yeah. Resorts are opening summer of 2021. We're not giving you the date, but just be ready. That's gonna be so freaking cool. I just cannot wait for Resorts World. Not gonna be a dud like Virgin is. Coming up on my right, just past that Ross Dress for Less sign. If you look towards the bottom of it, you see the sign for the Peppermill restaurant, and the Fireside Lounge, which is in back. That is my favorite restaurant on the entire strip. Is the Peppermill. Good food, large portions. Most of their waitresses are sexy. The cocktail waitresses from Fireside Lounge, they come through the restaurant to see if you want an alcoholic beverage, and they are frickin' knockouts. Also, normally pre-pandemic, especially late at night, that's where you catch a lot of the second level entertainers, the Vegas regulars. That's where they like to hang out. Some of the what would probably be called a lounge act, they like to hang out there as well, wrap up their night, make deals there. This road really needed it. But you know, and it's nice because they are literally tearing it down to the foundation. They're just not paving it over. They are ripping it up, putting a new base in, and then asphalt on top. This Stratosphere, I'm actually going to drive up past it. I want to see what that new over-the-road sign looks like now that they've got it in place here. To my right, the Sahara. Well, actually, to my immediate right is the big empty hole that was supposed to be a basketball stadium. Then we have the Sahara. I'm seeing messages, chat pop up, and I apologize. I cannot respond to them right now because obviously I'm driving, but I will look at them when I get back home and give you my response the best that I can. This used to be a very not so friendly neighborhood. One of my most popular videos is actually, is it safe to walk from the Strip to the Stratosphere? There we go. All right, there's the new sign. There it is. The Strat. Yeah, all right, whatever, the Stratosphere. All right, I'm gonna go down. I'm actually gonna go all the way down to see if Pawn Stars is still open, or if they're open yet. Check that out. I want to circle back around, do Sammy Davis Jr. Drive. There's some stops along there, actually along Western Avenue there. What's his name? Counting Cars. His museum is down there. I like to stop in and see that periodically. The Hollywood Museum. That's always a fun stop. What a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of, over the years they built up a lot of hotels, not on the Strip, but just on the side of the Strip. And, everything from Motel 6, Holiday Inn to Hilton brands and all of that, which makes it more affordable. And, they're your basic hotel. They don't have a casino in them, things like that. So really nice to go in and out there. To my left, if we were to go to the left over here, that is actually Main Street. That goes down and goes in front of the plaza, right between the plaza and the Fremont Street Experience. We're going to go down Las Vegas Boulevard. Now this area through here used to be really, really shady. This area right through here used to have a lot of hotels that were by the hour or really, really cheap by the night, and they really didn't, you know, and it was known that you were not going to be spending the night there, so they would rent the room several times. Also, this is also known as Wedding Chapel Road because there were a lot of wedding chapels. About half of them are gone now. Lovett Custard is right there to the right. If you kind of look off to the right, let's see if I can point it out. You'll see it right over there. Great custard. Ooh, they tore down the 7-Eleven and they're remodeling. Yeah, Lovett Custard is right down there, right off to my right. It's it's not in a friendly neighborhood, but man, it's safe. Let's put it that way. It's safe, all right, because a lot of people go there. What used to be Olympic Gardens Topless Cabaret, boy, there's a story waiting there, man. That is just one screwed up family, screwed up. That's what happens when you have a successful business that dad built up to a multi-million-dollar empire and then passes it on to his children who were just greedy as fuck. And yeah, they went, they didn't go bankrupt. They just stopped making money and closed it down. As much as I hate to see the little hotels go away, the little wedding chapels, it's nice that this road. Here we go, the little white chapel on the right. This is probably the most famous of all the wedding chapels. They have a drive-through wedding chapel, just in case you don't want to get out. But no, it's just that this area needed to be cleaned up. Unfortunately, it's going too far the other direction. All right. Let's see what else is down here. Let's see what else is being bulldozed down here. Bliss Wedding Chapel. And just down the road here, a little bit on the right-hand side, should be Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. Rick Harris just recently put up his $3 million shack on the market. He's downsizing now that his kids are growing and all that. Him and his new bride need something a little bit more cozier than what they had. Oh, Vegas in the morning. Really? Well, down here, I might as well go all the way down. We are homeless who have no place to sleep, but meanwhile, we're putting up illegal aliens in hotels. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? A homeless population that obviously doesn't have homes, but yet people who are breaking into this country get put up in hotels and are given food and medical care. But our homeless and our homeless veterans, they can starve. If you voted for Joe Biden, you ought to be embarrassed. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. We tried warning you. Nope. Gas is almost $4 a gallon now. Jesus. Somebody from the Golden Nugget going home. Yep, there we go. Crazy way to this. Wow. Used to be the post office there on the right hand side. They're remodeling it for shops and all that. This is downtown. Fremont Street Experience on my left hand side. East Fremont is on my right hand side. Makes sense because we are going north. The El Cortez, Bugsy Siegel's old place. Let's go down here and see what's going on. See the tall building kind of to your front left up there? That is Zappos, the online shoe retailer. Tony Hsieh moved it here a couple years back, sold it to Amazon for $1 gazillion, and then he went on a buying spree and did all kinds of things, and then I think it was in December he died in a fire at a friend's house. Guy was worth $200 million and did not have a will. Yeah. Big building to the front left up there, that is Circa, obviously. I'm actually going to be there tonight. I have a business function up on the top floor up there. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I haven't been up there. It's going to have an awesome view of the strip. Looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. That's going to be neat. Boom, boom. Here in Vegas, we have really, really, really long red lights and really, really short green lights. If you don't have your foot on the gas pedal the moment that light turns green, the people behind you are going to be laying on their horn. They have no patience because we don't have time. Because by the time you blink, that green light's going to be red again. If we were to go to my right, which is a do not enter area, you would see the Mob Museum. Looks like the Fremont Hotel is doing a remodeling project. About time. Oh, they're actually gutting it. Wow. Yeah. Debating which way to go. I think we'll go down to Main Street. Shoot down Main, see how that's looking. Oh, the people, the workers. People are working, yes. And they called it puppy love. Come on, like I said. Yep, there we go. To my left would be Binion's. Yeah. California, which the California and Main Street, they cater to the Hawaiian audience. Hawaii is really, Las Vegas is considered the ninth island of Hawaii because there are so many people that come here from Hawaii, and we also have a very large Hawaiian population, which is something most people don't realize. We have a huge Hawaiian population here. In fact, I think it was last year, the Hawaiian state legislature wanted to put a tax on people coming back from Las Vegas. And everyone went, oh, that ain't gonna work. Can't tax us for traveling to a specific town. Or our gambling winnings are already taxed, and most people don't come back with winnings, they come back with just stories. Golden Nugget to my left, the plaza to my right. That's where I used to stay when I came here, and I would be on the junkets. They would put us up at the plaza. It was really cool because you would drop your luggage off at the airport back in Minneapolis, and you did not see your luggage until you got into your hotel room. They would actually handle it all the way to your hotel room, and it was just cheap as could possibly be. Oh. To my right, that used to be the Greyhound bus terminal. Actually, the first motel I ever stayed at when I came to Vegas was this Bridger Inn to my left. At the time, the Bridger Inn was a Motel 6, and that's back when Motel 6 was just that. It was a $6 room. Shows you how long ago that was. Wow. This is just so much has changed. Lost so much of old Vegas, but you know, I've been here 20 years. I've literally lived in Vegas for 20 years as of right now. It was kind of funny. I was doing a walking tour the other day, and guest had asked me, you know, how long have you lived in Vegas? And I stood there and went, wow, I've been here 20 years as of the end of March. 20 years. I guess I'm here for life. Longest I've ever lived in one city as an adult. Actually, the longest I've ever lived anywhere. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've never lived anywhere. I mean, I lived in the state of Minnesota for 20 years, but not in the same town, not even in the same county. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is another area that's under redevelopment. This here used to be a really bad area. To my front right up there, that's where, what's his name? American Junk, whatever that guy was. American Restoration had a store up here. Loved it when I read that article that was explaining that part of the reason he went out of business was me. I was kind of happy on that one. Screw over Angel Delgadillo, and you're going to be on my bad side. I'm going to publicly make sure everyone knows that you screwed over Angel Delgadillo, the angel of Route 66. You don't screw with Angel. Oh, yes. Come on. There you go. Actually, where we're going, or where I want to go, let's see here. Alright, I need to change lanes here. I'm not going to be able to. Alright, I will run with it. Yep, there we go. I can change lane now. There. Yep, that's what I want. Right there. That's what I wanted. Backside of the stratosphere. Okay. Where are you going to do it? Oh, you want me to do this? All right. Okay, the area behind the stratosphere has changed dramatically since I made that video. A lot of the riffraff have been pushed out because of the land values earlier this past decade. Here, let me show you this. See, there's really not a whole lot left of all the bad stuff that was here. It's been pushed out. This is basically land and structures waiting to be redeveloped. I mean, this used to be some really, I mean, oh. This is where that joke was that, if you drove through here, we're dragging a $5 bill, it'd be amazing what you would pull up. But most of it is either fenced in, covered up, or tore down already. And then they built the Stupek Community Center. Bob Stupek is the guy who built the stratosphere. The Vegas World Casino Resort used to sit on that spot. And he was the Polish maverick. backside of Resorts World. Circus. Sorry, I'm starting to get flashbacks from my limousine days. Oh, God. Crazy Horse 2 Gentlemen's Club. Man, that was mob. That was pure mob. It's been closed up for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Move over here. This is Sammy Davis Jr. Drive, formerly known as Industrial Boulevard. Trump Tower in the front there. To my left, you can't see it, are the Motor Inn part of Circus. Yeah, you can see it right there. Battlefield Vegas. That's on the right there. That's ride in military vehicles, shoot military guns, and just have a grand old time. Great, putting in another stoplight. That's nothing says advancing forward and modernizing than another stoplight. Sapphire, world's largest gentlemen's club. Oh, man, I'm having flashbacks of my limousine days. This building to my right-hand side, the second floor, used to be offices for all of the in-room entertainers, call centers. Those guys that are on the strip passing out those cards to you, trying to get you to hire an in-room entertainer, i.e. illegal prostitution. I would pass those out to some of my clients as a chauffeur who had inquired about them. If you had used one of those cards and it had my number on it, my affiliate number, I got a $200 kickback. When I was chauffeuring, about half of my income was what's known as affiliate income. Planet 13 dispensaries on my right. So yeah, I would, I'd show up at work, grab my limousine, and then I would get a text message going, "Mark, you have a white envelope at our office." I'd drive down, and in front of that building there, you'd see all kinds of limousines and taxis, and that's what it was we were in there collecting our little white envelopes with Ben Franklin notes in there. During big sporting events, boxing and football and the NCAA, like, but what's there now, what's happening now. God, if I didn't make $1,000 just from the in-room entertainers cards, it was a bad weekend. That's what's so funny is, it's I mean, God, how do you explain that? I mean, when we say old Vegas, we miss old Vegas. That's what we miss is just how busy this town used to be, and how much business there was here back then. I mean, a really good hustler, entrepreneur could come here and make really good money really fast and easy, and I was lazy and I was making a shitload of money. Alright, I wanted to see if this works. If I got good signal back up into here, because back up into here is Now, Danny owns pretty much all of these buildings you're looking at, and it frustrates the hell out of these businesses here because of, especially during the height of his show, the height of the popularity of his show, the vehicles that would come in and out of here, all of the tourists, these other businesses just hated it, but they couldn't say anything because, well, Danny's the landlord, and there's nobody here right now, but yep. Yeah, I want to do this. I'm seeing some text messages popping up, so apparently you guys like this area. Let me see if I can do this again. Counts Customs. If you go back a couple years on my YouTube channel, with Jason Hetland, we actually got to tour the facility here to meet the gang. Didn't meet Danny, but I met Danny. Lincoln Continental. I love that car right there. That's a big ass boat. You can put a family in there. But Danny, prior to me getting married this last time and moving to the complete opposite side of the valley, I used to bank at the same bank as Danny does. And Danny's a nice guy, okay? Of all the reality star people here in Vegas, Danny, for the ones I met, ones that I could get close to, Danny is probably the nicest one. Next to Pawn Stars, Rich. Hang on a second. I gotta check some. I have to check this out. I just saw this. This is. I just caught this right out of my. Ooh, it's a recovery center now. Okay. Hang on 1 second here. It's a recovery center now. Okay, alright. That's cool. This is the shadows of the Strip. Trying to see what's all going on up here. So that's a recovery center now. Las Vegas.net Hotel. Alright. Well, that's kind of interesting. Las Vegas.net Hotel. Wait a second here. This is interesting. They're literally gutting that place, but it's like, it's just weird. Hang on a second here. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let me pull that one down. All right. Yeah, it's been an interesting drive. I will say that it's nice to see Vegas starting to come back. All these small businesses that were shut down. Obviously, a lot of them are not going to come back, but somebody is taking over their space, starting to, I mean, it's just, there's so much change that's going to be happening as we reopen and people start to realize this COVID crap is just a political game to get control. And I think people are slowly waking up to that fact that yes, COVID is a serious medical condition. However, it is not what it's portrayed to be. I mean, now what's his name is trying to tell us that there's a new strain out there that cannot be detected, but you still will need to be vaccinated from it just in case you get it, because you will not know if you got it. Wow. All right, but people are anxious to get back to traveling, getting back to touring. We are anxious to see you people back here. We really, really, really want you guys back here. We love you. We miss you. We need you. We want you. All that good stuff. Now we're going to continue down Sammy Davis Jr. Drive. While I'm out here, I want to check out the Rio. New owners of the Rio are going to remodel it. Got some guy out here advertising the boxing gym here. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. know this is, this is just an exciting drive. This part of the drive, the backside of Vegas Boulevard. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna drive down this direction down to the stadium, and then we'll end it at the stadium there. I really want to get back to everything. Get back home, edit this down, check out the audio quality, the linkage, and all that good stuff. So, yeah. There's the Rio to my front right up there. I had some good times there. I will say that. I enjoyed the rooms. This is, okay, now we're on Industrial Drive or Industrial Boulevard. And coming into view is Allegiant Stadium. Yeah. There you go. The backside of City Center there. The Aria, the Badara. There's the sign for the Bellagio, the Aria. Want to know how much we hate Jerry Lewis here? Jerry right there is Jerry Lewis Way. It is about a 2-block long side street. He was not a very well-liked entertainer by the people that had to work with him or work around him. He was a great entertainer, just as a human being, he was an asshole. And most people don't even want to talk about him because they just blank that out. They just hated that. To my left is the In-N-Out Burger joint. One of them here. One of many here. All right. Crossing Tropicana, or still, oh, sorry. Now, Industrial Boulevard is Dean Martin Drive. So we go from Sammy Davis, Industrial, Dean Martin. Used to be the same boulevard, the whole thing, but we wanted to honor Dean Martin like we did Frank Sinatra, and then a whole lot of folks were like, wait a second, you can't do Frank and Dean without doing Sammy. And we already had a street named for Sammy Davis Jr., but it was not. It had nothing to do with the strip. Sammy did a lot of stuff for the community, not only the Vegas community, the people of Vegas, but also for the minority groups, especially the blacks, because the blacks were so segregated here for so long. So there's all kinds of things here named after Sammy Davis Jr., but they really felt that he needed something that connected him to the Vegas Strip, which is obvious, and so we did that. Hampton Inn, home to by Hilton. Motel 6 coming up. There's the Delano or Delano. There we go. Raider Stadium, Allegiant Stadium. Yay! Yeah, all right, there we go. I did a whole lot more than I was going to. For you people on board, I appreciate your time. You're sticking around with me here. There we go. Thank you, everyone. This was more of a trial test run. I wanted to see how everything went in. Plus, I just haven't been down the strip like this to this extent for a really, really long time, and especially this early in the morning. Usually, I would do this. You know, I would run the strip. You know, previous to doing a tour. So this was fun. We'll have to do it again. So thank you. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. Leave me your comments and your questions down below. And of course, you can visit me at thevegastourist.com. I will see you all next time. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I'm so horrible at this. Oh, you're coming out in October. Cool. That's a beautiful time to be here. Yes. So, all right. Let me see if I can find out. There we go. There's my button.